Fubzy and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just want to do a quick little video today on what to consider when deploying, so a bit about map deployment. This is going to tie in with the map tactics that I've been doing. A lot of the tactics I've been saying, like you'd normally find, say heavies here, lights there, blah blah blah. What I want you to think about as well, and I have mentioned this, is it's not always possible or correct to do those things. So this is what I go through when I load into a game, and this is what I've learned from the experience of myself watching streamers, talking to unicums, so on and so on. So the first thing I will ask myself when I go into a game is there artillery on the enemy team? If there is, then this obviously affects what you need to consider, and if there is artillery, how many. If there's just the one, then you can perhaps risk taking a shot. If there is a platoon of 3 of the French tier 10 artilleries, you could end up on the receiving end of 12 shots in something like 15 seconds. So you obviously need to take that into consideration as a big factor in where you go. The second thing I'll ask myself is, where is the key area on the map? So obviously we've got Lakeville pulled up here, and the key area would be the city, because you only get 1 or 2 tanks that can fight over this area. Coming this way is just, well, it's too slow, too channeled, too easy to defend against. Let's pull up mines. So your key area is the middle rock here. Let's pick another map. Let's go for Karelia. So again, you've got a hill, and that's a key area there. So what kind of things do you need to consider about where you're going to go? Well, as I said, first thing is, where is the key area? Why? Because if you're in the key areas, you're going to be more involved in the game. It's hard to carry if you're in the wrong place. It's also hard to put down the most damage that you can if you're in the wrong place to affect the game and improve your win chance so much. So you've decided where the key area is. The next thing to ask yourself is, can I get there? Now, if you are in a E100, let's say you started there, or a mouse, then obviously it's going to take you a lot longer to get there than it's going to take the enemy platoon of Batchats. So again, you need to consider what tank you're in. Can you get there realistically? And if so, then it's still a viable option. If not, then you obviously need to think about somewhere else that you can go. The next thing to consider is, do you want to get there? So you've decided where the key area is, you've decided that you can get there because you're in a quick enough tank. The next question is, do you want to go? Well, what's going to influence this is the makeup of your team, the support that you're likely to receive from your team, and also the makeup of the enemy team. So if you have a lot of mediums and lights, they have maybe a lot of heavies and TDs, then yes, you might want to rush this area. If you're in a nice quick medium, but you're perhaps the only one because your team's made up of slow tanks, TDs and heavies, and they've got a hell of a lot of quick tanks, then yes, you can get there, but if you do, you're going to get smashed to pieces in the first 10-15 seconds of being there and be out the game. So it's, where's the key area? Can I get there? Do I want to get there? Now, if you don't, then obviously you need to think of another place that you can go. And again, the same sort of thing applies. Can I get there? Do I want to go there? And why? But if you decided, yes, that's the key area, I can get there, I want to get there, then once you get there, it's finding yourself an effective position. Now, this is obviously going to depend on your tank, whether it's a hull down, a side scraper, something that just cannot take a hit at all, and finding yourself a position that suits. So let's say he's a Batchat and he's tucked himself in there. Now, obviously, if he gets shot, he's going to take a hell of a lot of damage, so he might just want to pull round there, wait until he's fired, and then pull round and put shots into him. So that's really all I've got to say about your map deployment. It's that initial deployment of what is the key area of the map. That is the biggest point I want you to take from this. The key area of the map allows you to do more damage and have more influence on the game. Can you get there? Because it's pointless going for it if you're in a tank that's too slow to get there. And then also, do you want to go there? So looking at your team, looking at their team, are you actually likely to win that area? There's no point going there and just losing a tank or 2 tanks and your team's in an even worse position. Okay, I hope that's been helpful. And the next map tactic that I'm going to be doing, I believe I said was on Cliff. So you've got this one to look forward to in the next few days. Thanks for now, and take care.